We've recently started a push to make Omaha a better place to live called Safe Roads Now.
When the legislature meets in early 2019, safety advocates will once again be pushing to make distracted driving a primary offense. And now they are urging businesses in Omaha to join them. For a West Omaha father, it's very personal.
It doesn't ever leave. It's always present, and it comes up sometimes when you least expect it.
For Rob Reynolds, the pain never goes away, even with the passing of time.
27 this year, right? In October. On the 21st, she would have been 27.
A distracted driver hit and killed his 16-year-old daughter in a crash at 132nd and Center in May of 2007. She was the oldest of 5 children, an outstanding student at Marion High School with a very bright future.
You know, the dad side of me really regrets not having Katie with me to share those things. I didn't get to see her graduate. I will never hold her grandkids. There's things like that still hit hard.
I first interviewed Reynolds back in 2013. Ever since his daughter's death, he has become one of Omaha's leading advocates for safer driving.
Distracted driving on the whole has gotten worse.
So Reynolds and others will try again in 2019 to convince the state legislature to make texting and distracted driving a primary offense. Right now, police have to pull you over for a more serious violation first. And this year, they are trying a new approach.
We would like to see the corporate citizens in the state join us in that effort to help lobby the legislature to put in primary enforcement.
The National Safety Council's Eric Kepi commends companies like Werner Trucking and OPPD for implementing policies that ban texting and talking on the phone when their workers are on the job. He's hoping they are willing to lend some muscle to the cause at the unicameral.
I think it's a very positive thing if corporations can get involved with this and help us get this very necessary safety legislation improved.
Kepi says a classic example of how a lobbying effort worked was last session, when the Nebraska Trucking Association and Crete Carrier Corporation successfully fought to keep the speed limit here on I-80 from Omaha to Lincoln at 75 miles an hour instead of 80.
I think that had a big impact.
For Rob Reynolds, it's worth the fight when it comes to getting people to put down the phone.
The next step then is to go into the legislature and say, help our employees not get run off the road.
And what he told me back in 2013 still holds true today.
You don't ever want to be in my shoes. You don't ever want to visit a gravesite in the middle of winter and sing, or wish somebody Merry Christmas, or be there on their birthday and know that that's a kid or somebody you love.
The state legislative session begins on January 9th. You can see all of our Safe Roads Now stories at our website. We also want to hear from you. Email us at saferoads@3newsnow.com.